darling. I thought I'd bring you breakfast.
Oh, thanks. Toast looks good, but I think I'll pass on the boot if you don't mind.
Oh, I found it. Must belong to one of the guests last night.
You know, I used to have a pair just like that. Only mine was silver. You were more of a 60s girl yourself, weren't you? Did you like the Beatles?
Oh, I loved them. Still do.
Let me try and guess your favourites. John?
No. I know the others were more talented, but Ringo was the one. He kissed me once. On the cheek. I didn't wash for a week.
You met them?
When I was 15, me and Shelley, we hitchhiked up to Liverpool. Saw him in the cavern.
Wow.
So did you not get to many gigs?
Not really.
So what did you do?
Not much. Why all the questions?
We always talk about me.
We've been through this. There's nothing much to tell.
Well, you must have got up to something.
Not really. Let's not go on about it, eh?
Actually, I'm sorry, I just have coffee.
Not like you. You like to start the day on a full stomach.
Not today.
Is this because of Paul? But you had his best interests at heart.
Paul didn't see it that way, though, did he?
You'll come round.
Will he? He was furious with me last night. Why can't he see that I'm just trying to help him? He is lonely, I know he is. He needs a partner.
Talking about me again? This is becoming quite a habit.
Your dad meant well.
I'm not a child. Do me a favour and stay out of my private life.
They're a bit short.
It's growing so fast. I just have to do.
You'll have to get him some more.
Oh, you know how broke I am.
You could always ask.
Don't you dare say ask Terry.
What, TJ's his son? He should put his hand in his pocket.
No. Besides, Terry's done enough for me already. Don't want him thinking I'm taking advantage of him.
He won't think that.
Just leave it.
Well, you're obviously struggling. Terry should know.
Terry doesn't need to know anything. I know you're only trying to help Joe, but you're wasting your breath. I'm not going to Terry with a begging bowl, and that's final.
Well, what are you going to do, eh?
Oh, what time did you get to bed last night? Oh, you look terrible.
I helped Ivan drown his sorrows.
I think him and Paul splitting up's for the best. All they ever seem to do is make each other unhappy. I've got to get to work. Morning, Ivan. Oh,
How much did we sink last night? I am on the wagon from now on.
Oh, no, you're not. I've got plans. We're off out tonight. On the pull.
Oh, no, I don't think I'm up to it, mate.
Oh, yes, you are. We're both going to draw a line under our respective exes, once and for all.
I'm not sure that's what I want. Huh? You know when you say you don't want something and then when it comes down to it, you're not really sure?
Ah, man, that's just a hangover talking. It's time that we both put the Blackstocks where they belong. In the past. Eh?
What's your plan tonight? I'll have to see. Why, you got plans? Well, that depends on whether she has or not. You're joking. No. Women like that are out of our league. Well, speak for yourself, Daniel. She hasn't been able to take her eyes off me since she came in here.
Rubbish. Besides, I thought you'd have other things on your mind.
What?
Well, you promised Rodney'd have that sold by the end of the week.
And I will.
Well, not by ugly, no, you won't.
Actually, I think I'm going to be able to kill two birds with one stone. Watch the master in action.
Apart from the fact that he's got an ex-wife and that he wanted to be a pop star, I don't know a thing about Adam.
Well, mystery is all part of romance, isn't it? Oh, I bet my Seth got up to all sorts that I didn't know about.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a bit one-sided because he knows everything about me.
Ask him then.
Well, I have. But when I do, he goes, Mum. Well, there you are. Has he got a mum? I don't know. I don't even know if his parents are still alive.
I'm very good at getting people to confide in me. I must have that sort of face. Leave it with me, love.
Yeah, look, I'll get these.
Thanks. Sorry I slapped you before.
It's okay. I know you're a bit stressed at the moment. Look, I still think you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. Swallow up your pride and go and ask him.
Oh, I'll get these. It's all right. I'll get it. 2 pints, please.
I must apologise for Rodney last night.
Ah, just forget about it, shall we?
No, it needs to be said. I had no idea he was going to interfere and say what he did. He was talking rubbish.
Oh, never mind that. Everybody was too busy laughing at Viv toppling over.
I can't say I'm surprised in those platforms.
Yeah, no, even you'd have problems in those heels.
Any word on how she is?
In agony and on crutches, apparently.
Seems like a long time since we laughed together.
It's a fine piece, isn't it?
Well...
I mean, take a look at the detail. Those there... cherubs. Obviously the work of one of the masters.
So you know a lot about antiques, then?
Well, I know class when I see it.
Well, I suppose it has a certain kitsch charm.
I tell you what, I can do you a deal. Heck with my overheads, why don't we just say 1,000 notes?
1,000?
Yeah, if you're not sure, we could discuss this over something to eat if we say 8:30.
Well, I'd love to.
Great. Great, good. Yeah.
But, well, wouldn't that be past your bedtime?
Right, I'm off for some lunch. Bad luck. Sorry, Rodney won.
I thought we'd start off in here and then go into Hotton, because it's grab a granny night and fumbles. Or you could grab a granddad. I suppose it depends on what mood you're in. Ivan.
What?
Well, what do you think? I'm planning tonight.
Great.
You know, I thought it was women who were the ones who were supposed to keep changing their mind. You were serious before, weren't you? You do still fancy Paul. Are you out of your mind? After all that's gone on?
You can't help who you fall in love with.
Well, all I can say is you must have a persecution complex.
I know we had our ups and downs.
More downs than ups.
We had our problems, but me and Paul were good together.
If you say so.
We were.
Oh, yeah? Everything all right?
Yeah. No. Actually, it's not.
Well, what is it? It's not TJ, is it? I mean, he's not ill.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, no.
What is it, then?
Things have been a bit difficult lately. I've hardly got any money coming in since I got charged of benefit fraud. I hate to ask you, Terry, but could you lend me some cash to get TJ some new clothes? He's just growing so quickly.
Hey, there's no need to explain.
I know, but you've done so much already. You bought Scott out and
Hey,
now...
I'm just glad I can help. Is that enough?
Thanks. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can.
Same again.
I think we need to clear something up.
We have done, haven't we? We've agreed to be friends.
I think I might want a bit more than that.
You're not tempted by anything, then?
Come back and ask me when you've started shaving.
And you sure I can't interest you in this?
Not in a million years.
Okay.
What happened?
Your bag caught it and...
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, let me help you clear up the mess.
I'm afraid I'm going to need more than that. Boss has got a rule, all breakages must be paid for, and I wouldn't try and cross him if I was you. What did he say? That's £1,000.
I thought your on-again, off-again romance was finally off.
So did I.
So what's happened?
We agreed to be friends, but now Ivan says he thinks he wants more than that.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know.
I'd keep out of it if I were you. Paul told me in no uncertain terms to stop interfering in his life.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't mean it.
I'm afraid he did.
Oh, read it and wait.
You sold the vase?
Aye.
You too?
That posh bird that was in the shop before.
She bought it?
Certainly did. Didn't get myself a date, but that's her loss.
So how come she changed her mind?
What can I say? The legendary Hope charm worked its magic once again.
It took more than magic to bring her around.
There's no way she fell for that rubbish you were feeding her before.
Well, there's your proof. I'll call in late for the 500 quid. See you in a bit.
I think we need to have a chat.
Go right ahead.
Not here.
Oh, well, let's go through to the back. Mother, will you mind the bar? So, come on.
Well, you know all those things you said about the two of us being good together? When you were right. Look, I know I've treated you fairly badly.
Fairly?
Okay. Very. Appallingly, in fact. But can't we just put that all behind us and start again?
Not just as friends?
No. As lovers.
Grace, I'm late in the morning. My ex-wife's coming.
Dr. Forsyth is a very good doctor. Where he trained is none of your business. Charming.
What was that?
Well, whoever he was, he's very fussy about which doctor he sees. Can't believe how many questions he was asking.
What sort of questions?
How long he'd been here, how old you were.
Listen, Grace, do me a favour. If he calls again, would you put him straight through to me?
I can deal with crowns.
No, I know you can. I just prefer to handle it myself, okay?
Okay.
Can you hear anything? At least there's no raised voices. That's a good sign.
Do you think I should go through and find out what's happening?
Let them sort things out on their own.
Spoil sport.
If you're not careful, you get caught in the crossfire like I was.
I suppose. Hey, if they are back on, maybe we should give them a little party tonight to celebrate. What do you reckon, Rodders?
Oh, you go ahead. I'm sure Paul won't want me then.
Of course he would.
Oh, thanks for your vote of confidence, Kelly, but after what he said last night, we both know that's not true, don't we?
I've just been thinking about weddings.
Oh.
If you and Steph got married, well, there'd hardly be anybody on her side of the church, would there?
I suppose not.
Oh, well, she certainly wouldn't want her brother there, and poor Tricia can't be there, so there'd only be Alan.
Oh, Betty, I think you're jumping the gun a bit here. I mean, Steph and I haven't even talked about it.
Well, I'm just thinking out loud. What about your lot?
My lot?
Are you an only child?
Yes.
And your parents? Are they still alive?
Has Steph put you up to this?
Steph?
Yeah. She has, hasn't she?
Well, she may have said something about wanting to know more about you.
Well, here's something for you, Betty.
Yeah.
I don't like people prying into my personal business.
Why?
Because I think I'm in love with you.
You think?
Okay, more than think. I know.
What is it about me that you like?
You're sexy. You've got a great smile. I love your personality.
My personality?
You're great to be with. You make us laugh.
Didn't do too much laughing when we're together, though, did we? I don't like myself when I'm with you, Ivan.
What do you mean?
I become something I'm not. Someone I don't want to be.
We got off to a rocky start, that's all.
I know, but it didn't get any better, and I'm too old and too ugly to be feeling like a teenager again. Not sure where I stand, scared of saying the wrong thing.
I don't think you're thinking about this properly. I know we had problems, but things will be different this time.
Ivan, you're not being realistic. We need to face facts. We don't work together.
But we could do.
No. No, we couldn't.
So just friends, then?
I'm sorry, I don't think that would be possible either. I'm not saying that we should be mortal enemies. That wouldn't help anyone. But an awful lot of water has gone under an awful lot of bridges, and I just feel it's better if we kept our distance.
There's nothing more to say then, is there?
No.
Hiya. Yeah. Wasn't that urgent then?
I haven't had time. I'll be going into town tomorrow.
There's no need to explain. Actually, I've come round with a proposition.
Sounds a bit rude.
Why don't I take TJ off your hands for a few days?
You think I can't cope?
No, I never said that.
Why?
It's just, well, we don't know what's going to happen at court. Well, maybe you should get used to spending some more time with me, yeah?
You mean in case I get sent to prison?
No, not just that. I mean, well, if he's with me, you can concentrate on earning some more cash.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
No.
I'm just trying to help, Don.
And I appreciate it, Terry, I really do. But I'm fine. Don't need any help.
What's going on?
He's leaving.
Not for good, I'm not. I'm just going to go and stay with a mate for a while in Robertsfield.
Yeah, what about work?
Well, I've spoken to Carl. He's not very happy about it. But he's promised to fix us up on a round day.
I take it Paul didn't want to get back with you.
Nah.
Is that why you're going?
It's not just that. Well, my head's battered after the last few weeks. I just need some time away from here. Right, that's me done.
If it hadn't been for my meddling...
It's not your fault. If anybody's to blame for all this mess, it's me, right? I'll see you both around.
There goes the rent.
See? Told you he was up to something.
Here he is, here he is. The best salesman in Yorkshire.
That's me. You want any tips, Danny? Just let me know.
But before I give you that, maybe you should have a little look at this. Danny boy? You didn't sell it.
You broke it and blamed it on that poor woman.
All right. OK, I might have stretched the truth a little.
A little?
You set me a task of getting 500 quid for that vase. I ended up getting 1,000.
Yeah.
Now, I might not have done it the way that you wanted me to do it, but what's your problem? The end result's the same, isn't it?
He has got a point there.
He has.
Yes, I have.
And I am a man of my word.
Let's take it the drinks are on you tonight, then, lad.
No chance. It's going to my wicked stepmother. What time do you want me tomorrow, Rodders? I'm not really a morning person, so shall we say 11:30?
Jamie, the vase task was a one-off.
Oh, I thought...
It was just a bit of fun. I'm not looking for any more staff at the moment.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
You going somewhere?
I'm off to stay with a mate in Robertsfield for a bit.
Oh.
You made up with your dad yet?
No.
He didn't mean any harm.
I know.
Right, I'd best be off.
See you then.
I meant what I said before. I never meant to hurt you.
I know you didn't.
Morning.
Hello, love. You didn't tell me you were going to be late.
I didn't know I had to.
Well, you don't.
What exactly have you been saying to Betty?
Betty?
Yes, Betty. I went for a quiet drink after work and all I got was the 3rd degree from the local busybody.
Oh, I happened to mention to her that I didn't know much about your past, that's all.
Well, I wish you wouldn't have. In future, Steph, I'd rather you found someone else to gossip about rather than me. OK?
I'll open a bottle, shall I?
Your tickets are made up?
Not quite.
I'd like to talk to Paul alone. Give us 10 minutes, will you?
Of course. Just pop upstairs and sort out my cuticles. Not going to be any shouting, though, is there?
I am really sorry I interfered last night. I had no right.
No, you didn't. But I know you were doing it for the best.
So you're not still angry with me?
To a new start?
To a new start.
Would you like a drink, love?
Oh, yes, please. Make it a large one.
I'm sorry about before, but from now on, let's just leave our pasts where they belong.
It's not that easy, though, is it?
Well, it can be if you want it to be.
Well, we both know by experience that that's not the case. I tried to forget things, pretend they didn't happen. And you made me realise that, well, they're still there, waiting to surprise you and bite you on the bum when you least expect it.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Just because you're hung up on the past doesn't mean to say everybody else is the same.
Oi, wind your neck in. It's you that started this, you know. Getting me to dig into my past when I don't know anything about you.
How many times do we have to go over this? I've nothing to tell. I don't have issues with my father. I haven't been to prison. I wasn't sexually abused by my brother.